Hello there, you is listening to the KP Sema Writes podcast, and I is your host, KP Sema. Now, this episode, I just want to express something that I've been able to do these past few months. Not effectively, but I've been able to do it, and that's to be an ARC reader. For those who don't know, an ARC reader is someone who receives a copy of the book early to review it. You know, you're actually supposed to review it before. Well, if you have a good review before the book coming out, and then or the week of the book, or if it's a bad review, you just wait a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So depending on the book, it's like it's good I wait. Others is like, ooh, I'm 2 months. Like one book, I'm 2 months late. I'm gonna be honest. 2 months late. It's supposed to do it in March. Okay, I'm 3 months late. It's June. But I've been blessed to do 4 arcs. 3 I've successfully read. And like 2 of them I'm still reading. But I did the review for Evie Daniels' debut novel, Behind the Forecast. And I will be doing that one first. That'll be my first art review. Now, notice this was the last arc I got chosen to do, but well, second to last arc I got chosen to do. The first one, which I promoted on my page, is it Sunshine with You? I want to say it's Sunshine with You by Lena James. That was really good. I did not know prior to actually reading the book that it's the second in the series, so I hadn't read the first book, so I kind of just got caught up in the middle of the storyline. But honestly, it really like as the second novel, as someone who hasn't read the first one, it fills you in on everything you might have missed, not having read it. But I am just so thankful and grateful that I've been able to be chosen. I'm gonna get these reviews out. And look, life been life, and fam's been faming, work's been working. So it's like I want to get these reviews out, but at the same time, I'm doing stuff for the family. I'm working. I'm writing my own book, which I am behind on as well. So literally, I am now catching up on things, and I'm just proud of myself for like keeping in stride and keep on writing my book, because part of me just want to give up. Like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Okay, no one's gonna read this. People aren't gonna like this. You know what I'm saying? This character really doesn't have personality. Like, it's just all these things that I have to work through, that I'm working on, and it's just like I'm gonna get there. But yes, I just wanna. But I just have to say once again, I'm just so thankful and grateful to be chosen to read these other books. And now all the books I've been chosen to do, to my Christian audience, hear me out, are erotic books. Now, Sunshine with You, the erotic scenes in there are this kind of a pre-review. Oh my goodness, it is. It's like something like I would imagine with me and my wife. That's just how I would say. As far as which I said this in the previous episode, as far as Behind the Forecast, it felt more pornographic. It felt more like scripted than like something you would actually say than in sex during sex with someone you love. And you know I come for the books for like actual romance, like actually in the depth of these characters getting to know each other and growing into a loving relationship. That's where I come from. And if the sex is secondary to that, then I can take it. But if sex is at the front from one book, I was a young artist, a young writer around my age, made wrote, and I was like, I'm gonna try and read the sample on Amazon, see if I want to buy the full book. And literally, I keep on the first chapter, it jumps on into the freaking stuff, and it's just so unorthodox. And it's just like some people may like it, but it was just like, can we get to know each other first? Like, and it was like it wasn't really them in that part of the book. It was really like, oh, you can't be in a serious relationship and you just can't do a one night stand. And I'm just like, well, it's a good thing she doesn't want to do a one night stand, and it's like so it's like it was like okay, this just started off crazy. Um, but um, to like I'm just so thankful for all the arcs I've been chosen to do, and there was one arc I really wanted to get. I don't think I put in enough, but that one's going to come out in a few days. Or has it come out yet? No, I think it came out a few days ago. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go to Amazon. Okay. Okay, here are some of the arcs I've been chosen to read. Okay, the first one is Sunshine with You by Lena James. The second one is Beyond the Forecast by Evie Daniels. Debut book. And I also got recently, this is very recent, and I was supposed to do this review literally, I think by the 27th last month, so I'm really late with this. I'm still in the beginning of this book, but it's called let me get the book name right. I want to get Beneath the Sunshine by Smartline S. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. And let me tell you guys, this book is so good. And it's like I don't want to just go ahead and say it is different. It's a different type of romance book that I've never seen done before in romance books, and I'm like, whoa, this is a very unique concept. That's all I'm gonna say for that now, and it's so dope. Sunshine with You. This is really good. It's the best friends to lovers. They just say friends to lovers. I said they best friends to lovers. And I'm a sucker for best friends to lovers. Oh my goodness, it's my favorite trope ever. So if you ever, surprisingly, my novel is my romance. Y'all hear it live. I'm getting tongue tied. The romance novel that I am writing, creating is not a best friends to lovers. Friends to lovers, hint hint, but not best friends. Um, that's also a hint of something else, but but yeah, you would think, but maybe one day another book. I've attempted to write romance books. I gotta go into my own creative writing because I think it's only fair that if it's a podcast about writing, that I go into my own writing. I tried to write romance before, but it was it kind of felt forced. It was like at a point, it was like I was forcing what it was to be. It wasn't really me going with what was on my spirit to write. But with this particular book, let me tell you something. I literally outlined the entire thing before I even got a chance to write it. I literally outlined the entire thing beginning to end. And it came to me at such a vulnerable time, like a vulnerable, painful time in my life, and I was just like, I wasn't writing at all. Like I halted writing for months. And I was just wouldn't leave my mind. It was like, okay, let me write this down, write that down. And then I'll go back months later and I start writing. I'm like, I already outlined everything I needed for this novel. Like I am beyond amazed at myself for how much I wrote down and was like, okay, this is what I need for this book. And it honestly is such a blessing because I'm already halfway there. But now it's taking what I noted down and then transforming them into scenes. Now, one thing about this book, filler scenes will be no problem. Y'all gonna get some filler scenes that's gonna make you crack up, bro. It's gonna have you rolling laughing. Um, a lot of stuff is taken from my experience working at Five Guys, and just conversations I've had with my own friends. So one thing about me, as I've said in prior episodes, dialogue is everything. So when I come with dialogue, I come real. I come correct with it because I want my people to read my books, not just this one, but all of them, and be like, I don't want the dialogue to be routine. I don't want the dialogue to be, you can guess what's gonna be said before you even get to that part. I want it to be like, oh, I wasn't expecting to say this. I wasn't expecting that. And because I take from like real conversations and stuff with my friends, let me tell you something. Oh my goodness. In actually a situation with my friend the other day, honestly kind of added more to what I was writing, the dialogue. And I was like, okay, this honestly blessed me. This actually gave me further thing to write here. And it's a Christian romance novel, so there ain't gonna be no freaking stuff. So you know, to really dig into it, and I was really wanted to express like, okay, I want to make Christian content that's not corny. Cause I've found a few Christian novels. I found one series. It's really good. I'm starting on the first book. When I finish the first book, I'm gonna do a review. I found that one by accident. Um, and what is it called? Hold on, I'm gonna get that. So to anyone who is interested in a Christian novel, let me. It's called The One Who Knows You by Joan um by Joan Mbola. The One Who Knows You by Joan Mbola. And it's a whole series. And she just released the latest book I think either last month or April. So it's, I think, about three, four books. So yeah, like if you're interested in, and I'm just reading the first one, and I must say it's pretty good. Now some dialogue is a little too like corny Christian, but I'm gonna continue reading. Because when I talk about Christ and God, my stuff, I'll say it like me and my friends and like people I connect with, like Reverend Bertram, BJ Major, um, who is going to do an interview with me about my book. So I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that because this day, when he said, okay, I told him about the book, he's like, I'm gonna interview you. When you release that book, keep me updated. I'm gonna interview you on that book. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait for him to read it. I hope he enjoy it. That's really good. Because I want something that's Christian based, but I want it to be reminiscent to how real Christians are and how real church is and relates to real scripture as it's supposed to be interpreted. And that's what we doing, and it's gonna speak on so many things, in the biblical realm, moral realms, and in relational realms, friendships. It's so much that it's gonna really go into. And I remember one scene I wrote, and I just put my all in it. I was like, oh my goodness, what just happened in my real life? And it was just like, it came to me, and I was like, whoo, this is powerful. So, man, I'm going to be doing a name reveal for the book soon. I don't know when. It's gonna be during the summer. A friend of mine is doing the cover, and um, so I'm excited for those reels. I can't wait for her to finish the cover, and character art, so I can show y'all the ideal looks for these characters. It may change in future editions of the book, but as for now, this is the ideal versions of them. There's so much I can't wait. I can't wait to release the book. So I'm holding the name of the book for this very reason, because it's gonna give away it's gonna give away the story. And honestly, it may make it easier for me to explain to people. I gotta figure out how to make a blurb. I have to, because people keep asking me what's it about, and it's like, it's like a bunch of ideas is swimming around in my head, and it's like, okay, yeah, but yes, it's so much. I can't wait, man. And I think that's about it with this episode. I just wanted to go over like the art situation and also my own book. situation. I'm making my way up my word count, everything. And again, to if the authors of these novels uh ever hear this podcast, I'm so sorry for being late with reviews. I promise my reviews will be worth the wait. Evie, I'll be honest, I got a lot of critiques. I hope you're ready. And in the book it said pull up in your DMs, so I might have to do that. But I love the book. But to all my readers out there, thank you for listening to this mumbling, fumbling on words, socially awkward. Me, the KP right here, and yeah, like recommend if y'all want to recommend me books that you want me to read. It's gonna take me time. I'm gonna get the reviews out, but yeah, and just like I hope that y'all note down these books and buy these artists' books, read them, share them. Get them. These people are amazingly talented. Their books are so beautifully crafted. Please highlight them in some type of way. Because let me tell you something. This is only the beginning for the Evie. This is her debut novel. For Miss S. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the first name again. I think I butchered it, but I think she's written a couple books, but this is my first time reading one of her books. It is fabulous. And Lena James. Oh my goodness, Sunshine with You. I'm on Team Hunter all the way. That's all I'm gonna. I'm Team Hunter all the way. I'm Team Hunter all the way. Opposite of his playboy demeanor, I synthesize, like I feel like him, in some ways. Not the playboy stuff, because I don't do that. Okay, I need one woman, okay? I ain't got a woman right now, but I'm looking for a woman, okay? I'm look. But yeah. Yeah, that's all for this episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you. This is the shortest episode I've made in any of my podcasts in weeks. So enjoy. Have a blessed rest of your day, your evening, morning, whenever you listen to it. You could be listening to this 5 years from now. I hope you're feeling blessed. Much love. Peace. Bye-bye.